Santa's come early, guys, and he's decided to give everyone a Piston Cup. We have a whole school of Piston Cups over here. Everyone is different, which is just wild. I mean, I can't wait to get into them and compare them to the new Piston Cup that just came out this year in about April, is when Lightning McQueen here was released with this very bronze copper looking Piston Cup. So obviously we'll compare that guy to all of his friends over there and Big Mama Piston Cup on the left as well. But anyways, welcome back to the 12 days of Christmas. This is day 3, which means we're already 25% of the way through all the videos, which is just wild. I mean, after the video is over, of course. And the suggesters for this video are Magpie's Cars Collection featuring Marvel. Thank you very much. And Gerald Quicktire. Both of you guys know me. We're all good friends. Thank you guys, as always, for your support. Both of you really support me, and I really appreciate it. Always putting my videos on your Instagram story. That means a lot to me. So thank you. And this is my way of showing my gratitude. So we're going to get right into it. A lot of people over the year wanted me to review this Lightning McQueen. And honestly, it just wasn't a big priority to me because it really is just the Piston Cup. Like, this is Cars 3 Lightning McQueen. No big whoop, right? We've already seen him a bazillion times. But honestly, when I realized that there are so many Piston Cups now that Mattel has released, and it would make a really cool video, like this video is going to be more about this than this. It's going to be 90% this, 10% McQueen. It's actually kind of interesting. So we're going to have fun with it. Obviously, they do mark him as new for 2021 because of the slightly new colorized Piston Cup, but they just call him Lightning McQueen, which is weird to me. I feel like they should say Lightning McQueen with Piston Cup, something like that. He does have a choking hazard because swallowing that would not be fun, but sometimes, you know, you just want to eat Piston Cups because you just want to get caught up in the glory. As seen in Cars 3, well, kind of, I guess. I mean, McQueen is, but is he ever really shown with a Piston Cup? No. Pit crew member Fillmore, trainer Cruz Ramirez, Pat Traxon, Ducky, Fauntleroy, and Murray Clutchburn are the other cars included on the back of the package here. However, only trainer Cruz was new to the case that he was in, and that was case E of 2021. This guy was in B. He was in like D, and I think Murray was also in D. So this guy was included with like Sputter Stop Tractor, Andrea, Bob Pulley, all that jazz, and then he was re-released in case F. So the very next one. So I feel like a lot of people were able to find him, but you know, honestly, I didn't find that many. It took me a while actually, because it is pretty popular that McQueen's getting released with a Piston Cup for the same exact price as, you know, anything else. You get a new accessory and the car for the same exact price. So I'll be right back with this all opened up. So here they are out of the package, looking pretty good. I'm actually impressed with this Thailand variant. This is the first time I have opened a Thailand version of Cars 3 McQueen, and we're going to compare him to the Chinese version. And my first thought is it just looks so much crisper. Like, you could see the outline around the hood is so much more defined, and it looks a lot better. It looks more realistic, like a real car, less cartoonish. I'm happy with this variant, at least at the moment, before we really start to nitpick it. But the eyes are obviously a little different. You have the eye plate there. It's not part of the main body, so that's why you have the black outline and whatnot. The decal looks really clear. Still, it's slightly colored different, but I don't really care about that. As long as it's clear, I'm okay. But that's where we get into the problems here. You have the contingency sponsors here, looking like Siberian Bush Rabbit Wi-Fi. The Chinese version is so much clearer. Like, look how crisp that is compared to that. And yet they do such a nice job with the vehicle, like the model, making that look crisp. So I guess, you know, you win some, you lose some. But yeah, you could just tell even with this bigger decal that the Chinese version is clearer. It's not as grainy. Especially back here with this Rust-eze, it's not as vivid. It's kind of a shame. The Lightning McQueen signature looks pretty good because they're able to space it out a little bit better and make sure it's like right where it's supposed to be instead of kind of dripping down onto the window there. Overall, the Thailand version looks a little more glossy, I'd say. Yep, you could tell on the back there the decals just aren't it. Ain't with it. Ain't with it, man. I don't like these decals. So this one was made in Thailand, of course. N51A means it was produced the 51st week of 2020 at the A factory. Wow. Almost a year ago. Probably shy about 4 weeks or so. Alright, now it's going to get a little messy here. So I really hope you guys can just listen and I can explain this carefully because there's a lot of piston cups here and trying to describe where each of them originated from is going to get a little complicated. So that's why we're just going to take a little breath and look at the one included with McQueen 2021 piston cup right here. So you have the engraved stripes and the piston cup lettering there is not colored, which stinks in my opinion. I don't like when they don't color those words up there because it's harder to see. And then they do have the little emblem back here that says Piston Cup Champion, which is nice because sometimes, you know, in the past they have not done that. And then you can actually see the way they attach this is that this like plugs in and there's like a little tag there so you can't like rip it apart. I mean, I'm sure if you really tried you could separate these two pieces, but I would not recommend that. Hollow on the inside looks pretty clean. You know, like the chrome is nice. I think it's a little too orangey, and in person you could see it much better. Hopefully it'll be able to show up when we compare them to these other piston cups. And we're going to go just chronologically. I'm going to hold the 2021 here and bring in the older versions. So these both came out in 2009. These are two of the three that came out in 2009. One says the King Champion, the other says Lightning McQueen Champion, and the third one that I don't have loose says Chick Hicks Champion. Now, these are much smaller. I'd say they're about 25% smaller, maybe even a third smaller than the new one. And it's obviously, yep, see now you could tell the contrast. This is much more of a gold, this is more of a copper, which is obviously not accurate if you've seen the movie. It's supposed to look like this, and they also didn't color the text up there, which I don't like. What size do I think is more accurate? Honestly, I think there should be an in-between size. But if I had to choose one, I would choose the bigger one though. These ones do seem a little too small, especially like when you compare them to McQueen here. Like it's just a little too small. I mean, it's not terribly small, but yeah, that's why I would suggest an in-between. So there you go. This was the start of the Piston Cup accessory saga that we are embarking on right now. So after that, they all kind of came in at once. Like over the last 4 years, we've gotten inundated with them. By the way, in 2010, they reissued the Lightning McQueen one in that lenticular chase bling bling McQueen. Just to be clear, that's how I got this version, because in 2009, this was released with a regular Dynaco McQueen that I didn't buy because I already had Dynaco McQueen. And back when you're 8 years old and collecting cars, you cut costs. You don't buy accessories that only differ by a couple words. That's why I was like, I'm going to get the King one and I'm going to call it a day until I'm like 20 years old and can afford it. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. We're going to go to... Okay. No. This one. Okay. So this one came out in 2017 with the Toys R Us exclusive singles Lightning McQueen and Jackson Storm. They were like $5, $5 or $6, I think. You get the regular exact car, so you would get like this or Jackson Storm and this accessory trophy. And both of them were the same. So it's not like if you bought McQueen, you would get a different trophy than if you bought Jackson, which in my opinion is unfortunate, and it actually probably dropped their sales because for me personally, I only had to open up one of them if I'm getting the same exact accessory. Now, if you change the name on the like insignia down here to like Piston Cup Champion Storm and then Piston Cup Champion McQueen, I would have had to get both. See, Mattel, you could have gotten me to spend an extra $6, but you didn't because you made them uniform. Now, I like this Piston Cup the best so far because they outlined finally the lettering, and so it's black outline there with the stripes, so you can clearly read Piston Cup, and you also get the insignia down there. So it's the best of both worlds, in my opinion, and it's the right color. So exactly the same as this new one, except the color of the chrome and the outline. All right. Oh, you can see in the back there. Look how cool that looks when it's outlined. It looks so much more realistic. All right, we're going to set him aside. Now we're going to go to the late 2017, or actually no, late 2018 release of that rubber tire Chick Hicks, who was actually featured in the 12 Days of Christmas a couple years ago. So this is a odd Piston Cup because it comes with the podium. So we're just going to kind of ignore that. This is one of my least favorites because it's not chrome, unlike all the other ones. It's like this cheap plastic looking one that says Piston Cup Champion with a little glitter background. And they do outline it, but it's not cleanly outlined. Like, it's not very sharp like this one is. So it kind of blends together. It looks like some Sharpie marker over it. So not a big fan of this one, but it was a cool accessory with that rubber tire Chick Hicks. All right. Now this one, which is probably one of the worst because you don't have an insignia on the bottom and you don't have the outline text, came with the advent calendar 2 years ago. So not 2021, not 2020, not 2018, but 2019. And I did do a review on all the advent calendars, so you can obviously go back in time and find that. So far, all the Piston Cups have been the same size since 2009 and 10. So we only had those small ones for 2 years. And now they have been the same size ever since. So yeah, this one's pretty lame, but in all fairness, it was included in a Mini Racers advent calendar, so I have lower expectations. Now, I think I kind of accidentally jumped out of chronological order. This is one of the best Piston Cups, and you would expect it to be because it came with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Fabulous Hudson Hornet from the Precision series. So you actually got 3 of these Piston Cups on the little podium here, which is just so neat. I obviously did a review on this as well. This one's the best because it has the outlined text and it says Hudson Hornet Champion and a stylized 1953 there, and the other ones say 1951 and 1952, which is awesome. I mean, again, you're paying more for this. This is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, so it makes sense that it's going to be of higher quality as the price is also higher. But yeah, I think this is my favorite Piston Cup just because of how well detailed it is, and it's just so clear right there. That's such a great decal. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys that. That is an important one. That was like 2017. Or no, I think that might have been 2016. Yeah, that was 2016, I think. Now last year in the Welcome to Radiator Springs series, they did this one that came with the Doc Hudson in the Welcome to Radiator Springs series, exclusive to Target, in the single pack, and in that 4-pack that had like Sarge and McQueen and someone else in it too. I don't remember, but again, that was featured in the 12 Days of Christmas last year. This one's okay. Again, you don't have, it's very similar actually to this. It's pretty much the exact same thing except colored in gold instead of bronzish copper, right? Because you don't have the text outline and you have the same exact decal there on the black base, which says Piston Cup Champion, and then the tag is just gold instead of your bronze copper. And it's kind of spaced out a little differently. All right. Now, in last year's advent calendar, we got one of the most, or probably the most unique Piston Cup, and that is this icy snow Piston Cup. So 2020, oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. 2020 Mini Racers advent calendar. Oh my god, who's going to be around in the day of 2020? Anyways, ignore that. I've been talking a lot. This is getting confusing even to me. But yeah, this one's just kind of unique and fun. similar to the one that was its predecessor that was included in the 2019 advent calendar, because it doesn't have any text down here, nor the like Piston Cup words outlined in black, right? So it just has like this transparent ice look to it, which is really cool. You know, it really fits like our 12 Days of Christmas theme here. Now, last but not least, well, those are all the Mattel official Piston Cups. These two are factory custom Piston Cups, which in all honesty may be the best because they are metal. They are metal. These are all plastic. Can you believe that? These factory custom Piston Cups are heavy. They are so nice. I mean, look how well done they are too. They just look real. Outline Piston Cup. Even the wings of the Piston Cup have the black outline. Now, they don't have anything on the black base, but to me that's okay, because you could just buy a ton of these and just have Piston Cup galore, and then maybe you could add your own tag for every year the Piston Cup operated. That would be so cool. Oh, look at that. This one actually doesn't have the outline. I never even noticed that. It's outlined on the front, but not the back. Yep, that's a factory custom. That's when you know it's a factory custom, when you have a sample size of 2 and they're already different. So there you guys have it. Obviously, we can't forget about Mama Piston Cup, which now this is a Cars Land exclusive. Not Mattel, it's from the Disney parks, as you can see. Disney California Adventure, Cars Land. Really nice display piece. I mean, there are a bunch of them that have like different things here. Like they say like best mom, best dad. I would never get one of those because why would that end up in the Cars universe? I have to get the one that says champion because that one makes the most sense for the Cars universe. That's just how I am. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comment section below, which Piston Cup is your favorite? Mine is either the factory custom one or the one included with the San Diego Comic-Con Precision Series dock, because it's just the most detailed. Like, it's pretty simple on how I determine my favorite. But I can't believe there's so many Piston Cups. It's honestly whack. That's a screenshot worthy frame right there. And I will see you guys tomorrow for day 4. Hope you enjoyed. Bye now.